Hi everyone. I wanted to tell you a story of something that happened to me in 2012. I was out on Long Street and I was having a great night out with my friend. And I had 15 Rand left. And there was a little Boerewors stand. I was so hungry. I'd been out partying all night. I was starving. I didn't have any food in the house. And I had this 15 Rand left from the whole night out. And I bought myself a Boerewors roll. And I proceeded to walk down the street with my Boerewors roll. And there was a little child begging. He couldn't have been older than 10. And he asked me for some food. He said he was so hungry. He hadn't eaten all day. And he had tears in his eyes. And I said to him, I'm sorry. I don't have anything to give you. I don't have any money. I'm sorry. And I was being totally honest. I didn't have any money. It was all I had left. I'd already bought the Boerewors roll. And I was starving. I was so hungry. I just wanted to eat it. And I said to him, I'm also very hungry. He said to me, I'll never be anything in this life. I'm homeless. I'll never be anything. I'll never amount to anything. And he was just crying and crying. And my heart broke for this little child who had to live this life. And then I saw his mom just up the road. And she asked me for 3 Rand. 3 Rand. And I asked her, what are you going to do with 3 Rand? I said, I don't have anything, but why 3 Rand? She said that every day she takes her children to the swimming pool on Long Street and they go and have a shower. It costs 3 Rand to get in, so that her children are clean for the day. And I asked her, why are you living on the streets with your children? Is there not a shelter? She said that the shelters separate the moms and the children, and she can't be away from her children. So instead, she was living on the streets with her children and trying to do the best she can, or the best she could. And it broke my heart. And the little boy continued to follow me down the road as I headed towards my house. And he kept crying, and eventually I said to him, here, my love, please take the Boerewors roll and have something to eat. And I gave him the Boerewors roll, even though I myself was starving hungry, and I knew I had no food in the house, but I had a roof over my head. I had a warm bed to sleep in. Have a bank account. May not have been much in it, but I could buy myself some more food, right? So the little boy, what did he do? He broke the Boerewors roll in half. He said, Auntie, you can't be hungry. I can't take all your food. Please, you have half and I have half. This little boy. And his little heart was so beautiful. And I said, I can't do that, my love. You have the whole thing. And I went home and I cried for 2 days because he just touched my heart so deeply. And so from that day, I've always had the most special place in my heart for the homeless. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, they spend their money on drink and alcohol and drugs and glue sniffing and whatever. But that's not everybody. That's a very small minority. And if you were living on the streets, what would you do? I'd want to be fucking high all the time. How do you live that life? How do you live that life? Think about it. Could you live that life sober? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. And you know what? We go out and get drunk. Why can't a homeless person go out and get drunk? Right? That's what I think. And so I just have a huge place in my heart for the homeless. And that is why I've made this initiative. It's something I've always wanted to do. This initiative is called Love Will Find a Way. What we are doing is collecting woolly items, including scarves, beanies, and gloves. And we're going to collect them for a couple of weeks, and then we're going to go and hand them out. I would love it if any of you could make donations towards this in terms of any secondhand or new woolly items that we can donate. And on Saturday the 29th, we are going to go out to Long Street and we are going to go and give them to the homeless. If you would like to be involved, please send me a message, DM me, WhatsApp me, email me, whatever you can. You can collect in your office, you can just donate yourself, you can collect from your family and friends. Think about how much we have and how little somebody on the street has. Think about how cold it is right now. We're sitting in our homes complaining that it's cold in our house. Can you imagine if you are on the street? How cold you must be. Let's do this random act of kindness for the homeless of Cape Town. Please join me. I'd love to have you on board. Sorry for the shakes. It's a bit emotional talking about this for me. Thank you guys all for wanting to get involved. Whoever's already signed up, I'm very excited to do this, guys. It's very close to my heart. Let's make other people happy. Let's spread the love with the Happiness Project. Love will find a way, guys. It will.